Hey everyone, in this video today I got the chance to witness something I've never seen personally. I've heard about it but never actually got the chance to see it on a vehicle. It was a 2009 Dodge Journey, and the front and rear O2 sensors for bank 1, which is the back cylinder bank, were switched. It was pretty cool to see something I've heard about but never actually got the chance to witness. So you can see the data on a scan tool showing you what's going on. I wanted to show you what an O2 sensor P0133 code looks like. Basically slow response for an oxygen sensor. So going into our engine control module, we have a 133 slow response. Let's go take a look at the live data and see what we can see. So I would like to look at the O2 sensor 1 volts 0 to 1 and the actual O2 sensor voltage, as these are more of the style of an air-fuel ratio from what I'm gathering. So let's compare bank 1 sensor 1 to bank 2 sensor 1. So both front O2 sensors is what we're going to be taking a look at here. If we hit to top, it'll take the information that we have check marked to the top. But when we're looking at a large amount of data on any scan tool, it's going to slow down the response time. So what we want to do is just click the show button, so we only show the information that we want, that we have checked. So looking at the data, it's really is hard to see what's going on, but we can take a look. Let's try O2 sensor 1 volts and O2 sensor 2 volts. So we're going to graph out O2 sensor 1, which is bank 1 sensor 1, and O2 sensor bank 2 sensor 1. Looking at the scales here, the Autel does tend to give you a large range. And we don't really want that, so we're going to zoom in to multiply so we can really see the activity here. I'm just zooming in to up to 8x zoom. Oops. Okay, so here we're graphing our O2 sensor bank 1 sensor 1 voltage 0 to 1 volt scale, and O2 sensor bank 2 sensor 1 0 to 1 volt scale. Both of these are on the 8x magnifier, which is just giving us, it's zooming in on a scale so we can see the ripples here. We can clearly see the O2 sensor bank 1 is not switching like bank 2. So I'm going to rev this up to about 2 grand or so, hold it here, see what happens. I'm going to watch for changing in this, because make sure the O2 sensor is all hot and doing good. Also, let's zoom in on this one. Even on the voltage for bank 2 sensor 1, we have these little ripples, and the higher voltage scale, which is just a different way the scan tool's looking at it, I believe, from what I can decipher. I'm still learning how these new O2s work, but look at here, we have all this switching activity for bank 2. Bank 2 across here has all this activity, and bank 1 sensor 1 does not. So I'm going to let off this. I'm going to watch what happens. But as we change the RPM, rev it up, whatnot, you can definitely see the difference here from bank 2 to bank 1. So we can see our activity on bank 2 sensor 1 has a lot of activity. Bank 1 sensor 1 and bank 1 sensor 2 almost match. Bank 2 sensor 2 is flatline, means our inverter's probably working. Let's rev it up and see what happens. And we can see a lot of activity for bank 2 sensor 1. So that's the front O2 sensor switching good. I unplugged what I thought was bank 1 sensor 1 and I set a code for bank 1 sensor 2 heater circuit. So I think these wires may be crossed. So unplugging this sensor over here, it set a code for the rear O2, but that is actually a front O2, and up over there is where the front O2 should plug into. So bank 1 sensor 1, which is the O2 sensor on top, should plug into this connector up here. Bank 1 sensor 2 plugs into the connector that's on the back side of the cylinder head towards the transmission, and bank 1 sensor 1 goes up to the connector that comes down from the front side of the engine, as in timing cover side of the engine. Okay, so here we are with these switched, and we're already getting some activity on bank 1 sensor 1 that mirrors bank 2 sensor 1. So we're switching here.